Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. In the last episode, we managed to establish a pretty nice colony out here with everything working even through the drought. Managed to finish this dam, although not until the drought was already here. So we had some water issues, but we got those taken care of. And we started building this this raised walkway here instead of having the beavers, forcing the beavers to walk along the floor of the river all the time. But more importantly, more excitingly at least, we dug out a channel here, or blasted out a channel here with some dynamite, so that we could fill in this lake here and use this land around it, eventually at least, as additional farming. So that'll be useful when we need to do additional farming in this district, when we need to do additional farming in this district. And also, I think we added these trees in the last episode or two at least. Today's plan is to build an interesting housing complex up here, and I want to do some experimenting with the housing in this episode to try and come up with something that'll look nice. But first we need to finish this. And in order to finish this, we need to get them to build that last segment of this, which they're just about to do. Ugh, the pun I just noticed. It's been so long that we've been playing this, but I just noticed, with the invention of stairs, beavers ascend to the next level. Mm-hmm. We need one more log. Well, they should be able to chop these trees down. Where's this beaver at? Okay, you're here. Oh, you don't have chopping orders. They're on the wrong side of the wrong side of the road. They're in the old. They have the old layer highlighted, not the new one. Sorry, beavers. There we go. Now you can get to work. Chop, chop. Excellent. We do have 3 idle, unemployed beavers here, so we need to deal with that soon too. But there we go. Now we have. These guys also might be bringing in logs too. But now we should have enough stuff to take care of this. There we go. So let's delete this. And delete this. Then we'll put in the path, or the platform rather. I don't know. They'll be able to get up here. Maybe they won't actually. They'll have to go the long way. It happens. It's fine. They'll figure it out. That goes there. This goes there, and then that restores that path. Hopefully, these guys get to work over here on this one. Here they come. And that one's done, and so we can delete the path on the ocean floor then. I do need to probably establish a route over to here, though, so they can get back up onto here if we need to. But let's go ahead and delete some of this bit here. Oops, wrong thing. Delete buildings. I don't think that's safe. Yes. Delete this too. Yes. That one, and that one. Yeah. Gotta be careful around the platforms, otherwise we'll lose something. It's nighttime again. Yes. And yes. There. And it's all clean again. So then if we want to come this way, I think we'll just take some of these platforms here. I think I want to do a double height here, and then a stairway here. Just so we don't have the water slushing over top. And that'll go there, at least for now. I don't know what I might want to do with it, but at least it'll keep that connected and maintained. Okay, so now let's work on our housing district for south. We have quite a lot here. We have 0 unemployed beavers here, so we definitely need more. We're only at 12, though, so that kind of makes some sense, because this is kind of growing a bit, and we're maxing it out right now. So let's look at some possible housing designs, and for this I'm going to wait till daylight comes just so we can see things a little bit easier. And then I'm going to actually pause the game while we play with this. That way I can delete to my heart's content. So the mini lodge, as we discovered, is actually only 1 height, even though it looks like it's 2 height, and is 2 deep. So that's that. This is a 2nd floor entrance, but it's 2 by 2 by 2. And then this is the second floor entrance, which is 2 by 2 by, or 2 by 3 by 2 rather. So let's see if we do something like this, maybe around a central passageway right there. That could work, but maybe I would want to have this one instead, like this. And then we could do something similar to what we have been doing with the elevated stuff here. Maybe even pushing these out like this. Yeah, that might work. We can do a stairway like this. That won't work either. That actually won't work because we need to be able to get through there. Okay, let's cancel these then. Actually, I could do it something like this, similar to what we did in the central district, something like that. Except I could bring this up on a stairway, like this, and then a platform. That'll take them out on a path like that, and then we could even build up a bit more. Actually, this might even be better to do like this, and use the two-story houses here, like that. The only big problem with these is they don't have a mirrored version, so I have to do some kind of wonkiness here with the path that I don't really like, but on the other hand, I can't really complain too much. So that would be an interesting basic build. In that case, I think I would want to do... I gotta delete the path first. Okay. No buildings. Let's do it like that, I think. I did the first one better than the second one. Let's do this again, but I'm going to put these in the middle. Just for some variety here. And then I think we could even build up further to another story. So let's see what that might look like. We need one height there, two height behind it. That can go up. And then we could build... I wish you could tilt the angle down and leave it there, but you can't. You can tilt it up and leave it up, but it can't. It doesn't settle any more than about 45 degrees on. Just kind of an interesting aspect or feature or whatever. Now we're up at this height. Also up there like that. See, if I could do a mirror of this, then what I would like to do is to put these in on top of platforms, but kind of like this. But I can't do the same over here, so that kind of rules that out. But I thought that would be kind of a cool looking design. So if we're on this level, we could do some of these. That'll be up by one more, though. But they could lock in back here. That could be interesting, too. I like that idea. So if we do platforms like this, and this is way too big for this. I'm just trying to doing some like puzzling to see how these all kind of would fit together in a different manner, which is why I have it paused. They don't start building everything. Oops, I need one more. Here. Okay. So I could do something like this to build those up. And then we could do the single story ones like this. Actually, I could do them like that even. Let's do, let's see, a two-story platform like this. And of course, I like symmetry, so I'm going to do these kind of mirrored on each side. But I think I want to do it like this, and then I could do like that. It kind of just depends on how tall I want this whole thing to get. Now we do the same on this side. But yeah, you can easily see how you could puzzle this out and build this up using a nice design or a nice repeatable design here. Do that so you get the path to it. The other side could be the same. Let's see. Eventually you might want them to come up again, even up higher on here. So you could even do something like this. And then do even like the double housing like this. Almost. Or even like... Well, it can't go there because of the stairway, but it could go up like in between these two, like in reverse almost. Like if we put platforms like this, and then a double height one there, and we could do a house like this in the middle, and we could have stairways going up to that. This. No, that couldn't go there, actually, because it has to hit to the center of that. So that would have to be out one further space-wise. In order to get a walkway through here, yeah, you'd have to kick that out this way, which wouldn't be a big deal. Do that. And this kind of looks like something that, you know, these crazy beavers might actually build. Because it's kind of all like, I don't know, kind of hodgepodgey a little bit. So it seems kind of on brand for them. Yeah, that was what I wanted. We put those staircases back in here. And you can do a walkway across here. And it could even be a little bit different. And take this one out. And instead put in the two-story one. Like this, although again... the not having a mirrored one, it's kind of a bummer. Because I would like to have it be mirrored so that it was in line with this. And then it would be, same thing with this one, obviously, or this one here. That way it's in line with this path here, because it would be on this side. And then you wouldn't have to have the walkway having to go on an L shape like it does in the level below, too. But I think that's kind of what I might want to do eventually, even in the central district, is build more of a tall layout rather than a wide layout. Let's see if I can delete some of these layers without deleting all the layers. Yeah, okay. That works. That works out well, actually. And delete all those. Yeah, it does delete in pieces, so that's good. Delete that. Delete this. Delete you two. Take these two out as well. And these here. So that's going to be 3, 6, 12, 18. Way more beavers than I need. So I'm going to take these two. See, we have 12 now. 3, 6, 12, and 18, 27, 36. So I think I'll take out these two here. And then I'd like to also take out this one path here. And that'll be 12 and 12. That'll be 24. That'll double my population up here, which we don't really need just now. I can always pause one or more of the houses so that they'll go up and build it. So I'm going to let them build this. And we'll see what they think about this crazy structure that I've designed. So far, at least. Oh, we can delete these too. Delete buildings here. No sense in making them build stuff, or having them build stuff yet that we don't need. They might as well just build what we can. And then as they start building this, we'll delete these 4 houses. And that gives us this whole space here as a growth spot if we need growth, for space to grow something. And maybe I should. I've been kind of waffling back and forth as to whether I should centrally make each food item and ship it around the map, or if I should have some of each in each district. I think I want to centrally manage each item. So make this the wheat district. Make this actually not farming at all, eventually. If we can get water out here some way or another, bring water out here and plant something out here. We have a little bit of space here that we can use, especially if I do some terraforming. But we have this nice, big, large area here that just needs some water in it. And that's what I'd also like to experiment with, especially with the dynamite, which is why I have the capacity for a large amount of explosives. Although it seems like we're still not... Okay, there are only 15 here. There were 20, and I changed it to limit to 10, and then I used 5 to blow that up. So I think we want to do some of this. I just wish there were things like pipes, because with pipes, we could have the water dump be piped in instead of having to be carried around. And same thing with the irrigation tower. It would be nice if that was, you were able to pipe water to it, as opposed to having to hand carry it. But yeah, I think we could beef up this the wheat growth in this area. I did see some numbers on the translation between how many wheat fields, how many mills, and how many bakeries you would need. Ooh, we're out of workers here? How did that happen? That's not good. Let me knock one of these workers out here. That way they'll go over here and work. Maybe? Oh, you gotta finish your job first? Okay. There we go. That's because one died. Terezi died. And they were the baker. So as this gets built, we'll be able to get more beavers in here. Okay, let's go around and check on a few things while that's getting worked on. We have scrap metal being made. We have a decent supply of it right now. I do want to rebuild these houses, but I don't know how I want to do it yet. I'm tempted to build them into the dam somehow. But this is actually spillway, not a dam, so that doesn't... not that useful. Oh, these are working. Sort of. Are they broken? Why do they... I mean, I know they're supposed to move to the wind. But is it, like, banging up against its neighbor? Seems like it is. Like, even though I put them as far apart as they needed to be, that it's not actually far enough. I'm not sure, but we're getting plenty of power out of them now. That's for sure, because half of these wheels aren't even turning. And they are producing 292 each. The spec here is 300, so they're pretty much producing full power right now. It seems like these three aren't able to keep up properly. Am I still shipping water someplace too, by the way? No. Okay, good. I think we could start experimenting with some of the terraforming up here, but in order to do that, I need to increase the amount of explosives that are coming in. So let's change that. It would be under E for explosives. Back to 50. Or up to 50. We may need to produce more explosives. We aren't making very many at all. And that's because of just time, I think. Gotta stop wiggling that, at least. I think it was banging into its neighbor because they both turned a little bit to point in this direction rather than like this direction. So maybe they need to be one block further apart, which is unfortunate. If it let me put them that close, they should work that close. No, we apparently flooded out at one point here. One of the other crazy ideas I had is to build a levee up along this coastline and actually raise this dam up one more block level. That way it doesn't flood this. We can still use it, but put the levee up so we can have a little more water, which will push a little bit more fertile land into this area. The alternative is to just blast a channel into there, and it'll fertilizer or I don't know, water, make fertile the area around it. The fertility of the land seems to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 tiles, with the 16th being the iffy one, from the water when the water is within the block below the surface. If the water is more than a block below the surface, like in this case, then it seems to be much less. In fact, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it cuts it down by quite a bit by being 2 blocks down, and then 3 blocks is even worse if I could find an example of that. Actually, and it can't even come up 4 blocks at all. So that's also something to be concerned with. Let's put the speed up. Yeah, we're barely making explosives. So we need to definitely increase the paper production. Or probably increase the paper production, definitely increase the explosives production. And I wish there was time on these. I still haven't worked on this completely yet. Although they are kind of waiting for logs, I think. More than think. I know they're waiting for logs. So we just need to get these trees grown. Which these few are just about ready to pop, so that'll be good. Kind of good timing. How's everything going over here? Still 3 unemployed because we still need to get more things for them to do over here. Although to be fair, they don't have much in the way of trees. This is slowly filling up, but I'm not surprised it's slowly filling up because we're supporting 9 beavers on 1 pump right now, so that's about half, and it hasn't been there that long. This one concerns me a little, because we're supporting 18 beavers on 1 pump. We might need another pump. Actually, kind of more than might. I think we do need another pump. Well, it's running at 94% efficiency. If my initial estimate of 24 beavers was correct, then we do still have some wiggle room, but that's going to take a long time to fill that up. And that might be a problem. Whereas we have 3 pumps here, and that is way more than we need. We only need just about 2. So we might have to add another pump, at least that's working part-time up there. Yeah, we probably should. We have 3 unemployed people here. If we add another pump here, and I think I'll put it right here, which means I need a 2 height support. Wait, did they not? Oh, it's there. Okay. At least running part-time enough to fill this up after the drought, and then we can turn it off and let them go do another job for a while. I think we're doing okay on metal just because we don't need it that much. We have almost 2,000 science again. I do want to get to the point where we can purchase this 12,000 science statue. So that would be nice. I don't want to put roofs on this until we figure out exactly how we want to build it out. We could, though, use this 3x2 roof that's buildable. I want to see what that looks like, actually. Interesting. So you could put it, like, for example, on these 2 houses here, and then actually span something between them. Which could be fun. I know what I want to do. I want to experiment with the bridges. Let's go and look at the bridges. They were here. These cost a lot. So we want to take a look at those when we have more. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. So we were looking at the suspension bridges, and I got distracted and then paused. So I think what we want to do is try and experiment with these in the context of this crossing. The problem is, with this crossing here, it's split height, and it's kind of essential right now because of where the beavers need to go to get their stuff done. They can't go this way; it's too long, so they have to come through here, which makes this a little bit tougher. But I think we can try at least. The problem is, how many tiles is this actually? One. I wish there was an easier way to count tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we don't need this 6 by, I don't think. We need to have like the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we need 2 5s. Well, we can unlock the 5. It's going to cost most of our science. But I do want to experiment with this anyway. So let's see what this might look like. I see. Okay. So it is what I thought it was from the last series when we first looked at them. It is half of the... it's half of the suspension bridge, and you just anchor it at both ends. So if we wanted to do that, it's going to be a little bit tough to pull off, but I think we can do it. I think I want to cut in a new way down onto the floor here. You can even just do it right there. Yeah, let's just do it right here. Put a stairway in. And that way I can bring in the... bring in the road like this. Actually, wait a minute. Let me take out this one. Because I want to see how far it is for them to, when they build this, to get to this point. I'm hoping that it's going to be close enough that it won't cause problems when I remove this here. What do these bridges cost, by the way? Metal. Because we need to be able to get metal over here, actually, then. I may need to put in a bypass. So much so that I probably need to take out a couple of these potatoes. But I think this would look better than, you know, doing what we did here. Not that it doesn't look good, but and we could have even done the same thing here with the suspension bridge. But I think using the suspension bridges would be nice. Now they're pointed that way. Wind is moving frequently. Yeah, let's go ahead and put in the staircase here. And then we'll put a path there to connect that up when it becomes time. Hopefully they're going to work on this. Looks like they are. There we go. Working on that one. Good. And then they'll have to supply this one. I don't know why they stopped building it. There we go. Okay, that gets red pretty quickly, but I think we can pull this off well enough. Let's connect these up like this. We'll get that built, and then we can disconnect this one and put that suspension inside in first, actually. That actually might be best yet, is to do this one first. But I do need, in order to do this one, I do need to raise it up one level. And then bring it down. Let's just make sure that I have the measurements right here on the suspension bridges. If this one goes here, it's 5 tiles, not counting the tile that it's anchored onto. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to go to here. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually we need a 4. We need a 5 and a 4. How much is the 4? 800. Not there yet. Alright, well I'm going to take this staircase out. Oh, oops. Sorry. There we go. And I'm going to take this out. Because this is where the staircase is going to come down. No, actually, this is going to be a platform. Like that. And then we'll anchor one of the 2 bridge pieces to it. Like that. And then this one will go there. And if I'm counting everything correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then this will be a stairway down here. So actually I should take these out as well. Delete this. And these are just temporary. We'll put them back in. Well, why did you build that one first? Oh, because I deleted these and put them back in. That's fine then. Whatever floats your boat. I'm going to pause it. That way it doesn't throw me the disconnected building error anymore. It's taking you guys a long time because you're just now getting trees. Sorry about that. You're not getting enough scrap anymore? Oh, you're not able to keep up with scrap anymore. Well, that's something we can solve. I'd like to get rid of these trees here. Let me put up another lumberjack flag. Here. And let's flag or deflag this part. And then reflag this part. So we can deflag this part here too. Get rid of those trees. And then I'd like to put a path in here. And put in another scavenger flag right in here. Alright, now we have a beaver working on that job. And we still have one unemployed that can go work in the scavenger flag. You down here are full up. This is full up, but at least we'll be able to get 20 logs into this. Which would probably be all of these, because these are just birches. And they only have 1 log each. We are full on metal blocks, though, so that's good. Because that's going to take some metal blocks to get this thing built. We should have some here. Here. Yeah, we have 100 here. Great. I'm going to speed the game up a bit so they can try and get this done faster. Why the slowness on the plank delivery and the metal block delivery? Guess they just start at the top and work their way down? Seems like a reasonable explanation to me. Okay, let's put in a road here. And then I want to take out this one right here. Put in the stairs. So I guess I probably could have pulled this off as 2 four-length bridges if I would have ended this one on a suspension over the water here. But I think it's okay. I don't think the cost is that much different. Can't afford it yet anyway, but 50, 50, and 40, 40, 40, and 20. Yeah, the cost isn't that much more. A lot more metal, I guess, which kind of makes some sense. Okay, I would like to end this episode before that, if we can. Why are you not bringing in the metal blocks? That's weird. I know they can pick them up from there. Oh, there they go. Okay. That's bizarre, but they're heavy. That's why they're heavy. They weigh... Tell me how much they weigh? No. Do you tell me how much they weigh? Yeah, they weigh 5 kilograms each. They weigh more than a log, I think. Well, actually, I think we'll end this episode here. We're a bit over the time. We'll call that a bridge to nowhere, and we'll finish it up in the next episode, probably sometime during the drought. One of the things I would love to do would be to actually replace all of this here to be just dependent upon wind power. And so what we could even do is not make this district be a bunch of farming. we put out here, but actually make it be a bunch of processing and send materials up here. Although I would like to have some trees up here so we didn't have to send logs up here, but send some trees up here and just do like the potato farming in the central district, do the wheat farming down here, and do the carrot farming maybe over here or up here, and have this eastern district be more about processing wood, you know, making dynamite, making paper, making log or planks and gears, and growing trees. Well, we could dynamite our way into it, I think. From that, we just have to blast it down quite a bit. It's 1, 2, 3 blocks down, but we could probably carve a nice thing in here, assuming what the height requirement is or restriction is on 3 blocks. It's actually not much. I should have thought about that. That's not going to work either to grow trees up there. So we'll have to ship trees up here from down here, but I think that'll be okay. That's another idea too. I'm kind of full of a few various ideas, and if you have thoughts on things that I can do for it, of course let me know in the chat or in the comments or on Discord, and we'll see what we can accomplish for the rest of this series. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.